What are you looking at?
That was a squirrel.
Hello loves, how are you? Last week I asked if you guys wanted to see a best friend Q&A with me and Alicia because all of our friends said that we're actually very comical and they enjoy being around us. So I was like, you know what? After my Q&A, I was like, why the fuck not? So, I'm gonna be reading your all's questions and we're both gonna answer them because we didn't get a whole lot of them, but I have a feeling that our answers are gonna be so different that it's gonna be plenty of time. So, okay. First question, how did you all meet? Well, her ex-significant other and me actually knew each other, and I was working at McDonald's the first time I met you, but we actually met at we started working together at Food City, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was being a cashier and I was just, you know, like minding my own business. Like, I used to write my name on papers for whatever reason. I don't know, I just used to doodle a lot in high school and I doodled a lot at work when I was bored. And she was just like sitting at the end of the cash register just like, what are you doing?
I didn't sound that bad.
You looked at me like, why the fuck you writing shit on paper, bitch? You wrote your same name 47 times. You were like,
You got a receipt paper like
I
this
did.
long.
I just used to write my name in cursive over and over and over.
I don't know what you're practicing for.
I don't know.
Divorce papers, probably.
That was rude. I was thinking more like autographs, but sure. And then I went away to college, and after that, we ended up working together again at Walgreens. And that's kind of where this friendship blossomed. What's been your worst fight? Okay, let's start this off with, I'm not a very rational person sometimes.
She's very angry
I be getting aggressive
all the time.
a lot, okay? So one of our friends, let's be honest about this without giving them the whole like tea, okay?
I can't wait to spill it.
One of our friends is a bit dramatic, and not like me dramatic, like a little farther than that dramatic. Anyways, and Alicia was just trying to be nice and, you know, check up on this friend to see how they were doing. And me and this friend weren't really talking at that point. And I got a little testy about it and was like, why are you checking on her? You know, she's just full of crap. And so she kind of called me heartless.
No, I just said I had a little more heart than you. I didn't say heartless.
What's that translate to?
My heart just beats a little bigger. It doesn't mean you're heartless. That's exactly how you ran with it.
What I heard was I got less heart than her. What's that mean?
Am I wrong though?
The point is, it was very ridiculous. And
anyway, what it boils down to is she told me I could sleep outside with the dogs.
yeah, I did. So that's our worst fight. I feel like friends have a lot more crazier fights than that. Like, people have stuff happen and they're like, we ain't spoken 3 years, and I'm like,
Couldn't be me.
3 years? I'm like, you know what's happened in 3 years? Because see, when I talk to you again, I gotta update you.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No. Okay, moving on. What about the other makes you feel grounded in the friendship? You know, you don't look like you felt like you wanted to answer that. You were just like, I'll let you go first.
I feel like Johanna is the more responsible one. I mean, she's looking at me crazy, but she really is. Compared to me, I'm a little bit of a wild child. So that keeps me very, very grounded, because I know if something were to ever happen, she would 100% have my back, no matter what. Not saying that I won't have hers, but I'm just saying, like, she just...
Are you planning on killing somebody? Because I need to know.
Well, if I did, I know you'd help me bury it.
That just sounded very like you're planning for something. That sounded very like, just you. Like, I felt like that was a very metaphorical statement. Like, if I needed her, to do something, she's gonna 100% have my back. I'm like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
okay, well, my answer's a little more emotional.
I'm not emotional, sorry.
I feel like she's never gonna leave me.
Don't make me cry on this damn thing.
Like, you know, a lot of people have friendships where they're like, oh, they're my best friend. We've been friends since we were like 6. And I'm like, that's sweet. And I love it. I mean, having a best friend since you were like a little kid means that you guys like grew up together and, you know, you got to like learn each other, and you probably had a few spats growing up because everyone grows up. But I didn't have to grow up with her, and I feel like we're that close. We've only been friends for like 6 years, and we have way too much in common to feel like we've just been friends for 6 years. And we get into an argument, or I guess a spat, and we're over it in like 20 minutes. And I've had friends come and go in my lifetime that get mad over something super small, and then like everything's different after that. Like your friendship changes. And I'm like, are you not over that? That was like 3 weeks ago. Like, really? And it basically, the friendship just never re-blossoms, and I never understood that. So I feel confident in knowing that.
The only way I'm gonna leave you is, you know, with your driving, but it's fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I wreck, we're both going to die.
Well, we better hope so.
Yeah, I do hope so, because I'm not trying to listen to you bitch at me for the rest of our life if I do wreck us.
Oh yeah, I would never let you live it down.
No.
Not
No,
ever.
she wouldn't. So yeah, I just feel like I always have her support and love, and she's never gonna go anywhere, and I can always count on that. Like when I think about my friendship with her in like 20, 30 years, make it that far, it's always there. And other friends, I'm like, they might be around when I get married, might not. So security, I feel security.
There we go, that's a good word.
It's a good word. We're just rounded up for that. So that's actually my favorite question in this whole Q&A. So
I wasn't ready.
we've been
This
joking.
isn't fair because you've got to read them for like a week, and I'm just like,
I knew that answer as soon as I read it though, so I don't want to hear it.
But you've also been simmering on it for like a week.
No, this is the one I've been simmering on. This is the one we've been discussing because I just had to give her a sneak peek. What is your best memory? I also already knew my answer. I'll let you go first.
You know, I've been thinking about this for 4 days and I still can't because there's so many.
Well, okay,
So
if I
many.
was dying, no, scratch that. If I was dead, what's the first thing like that? If somebody's like, what do you think about when you think about Johanna? Like, what's the first thing you're gonna tell them? That's not sappy, like something serious.
Something funny?
Probably. Like, what's just your favorite memory?
The fact that you didn't know where Canada was. we had to sit down and explain to you.
What had happened was, okay, so my best friend Young, obviously from her name, she is Korean. Her name was originated, you know, in Korea. And I had a genuine question of, do they say your name the same in Korea as they do in America? Well, yeah, bitch, the spelling don't change, apparently. And my ex-boyfriend and me actually had this entire topic and conversation all over Snapchat because Alicia ended up recording it, because that's what it started with me not knowing where Canada was, because I always struggled with if Canada was a state or a country. So then I was like, is it like below us? Is it above us? You know what? My geography skills are trash. So I'm clearly the more emotional one because my answer is totally nothing to do with us laughing. Well, I do have best memories of us laughing. My favorite memories, so after we got into that, wait a minute, does that
A few moments later.
okay.
No, well, I mean, it might have bled into it, but
It did.
It did.
It did.
It
Okay,
did.
so after that big
Relevant.
fight that we just told you guys about, like 3 or 4 days later, okay, see, so we still lived together. So we just kind of really weren't talking. And by we, I mean I wasn't really talking. She's like, you want some coffee? And I'm like, no. Or I'm like, I'm good. She's like, she's still mad. Got it. Again, that was the longest we've ever been mad at each other, so
Like
it was
2
weird.
weeks.
Yeah, we were like on 2 weeks, and it was
all of
It's
our
getting
friends were
rough.
like, y'all gotta get it
yeah, they were
together.
like, listen guys, if you're gonna like be mad at each other, then like stop hanging out, but keep hanging out and then not talking to each other is just weird. But I mean, we weren't gonna make them suffer. We were gonna get over it, which is annoying. Either way, so we ended up out of literally random going to a G-Eazy concert. And like, just spur of the moment, my best friend, our best friend Dayung, you know, she's like, okay, I have the money for the tickets. And I was like, okay, well, I have gas money. And we just left and we went. And in the whole car ride, we talked the whole time. So it's basically like we didn't argue. But when we got there, this was Alicia's first ever concert. So she really, really likes Halsey. And when she come out, we started holding hands because we just heard her singing the part to Him and I. So I knew that she was there. She didn't know, but I knew, and I grabbed her hand. So when she came out, she started crying. It was a whole moment. It was a moment. And it was just super sweet because I was like, you know, we're mad, but we get to like enjoy this moment together. And it's probably my favorite memory.
I can't stand you.
Why are you crying? I didn't think it was that sweet.
You're more sentimental than I am.
I mean, I cry at every series I watch.
This is true.
This
is true. I don't.
I could watch a strong series of Tom and Jerry and find something to cry about. Even though I know that Jerry never dies. Like,
no,
there's no reason to be crying. I mean,
no reason to get sentimental like that. Oh,
crazy.
Ugh, I can't stand you.
This is a funny one. When I read it, I was like, I don't think so. I'll let her answer, but do y'all ever fight over the dog's attention? I know my husband and me do it as a joke.
No, because I don't want it. Not to be rude, but
okay, so let's be real here. If you guys have watched my story and her stories, like I let the dogs cuddle and love like all over me, like all up in my lap and stuff, and she's actually allergic to dogs, you know, FYI. So she
itch, so I let them love me from a distance.
Yeah, like
far distance.
But to be honest, when we're like on the couch or whatever, I mean, Alva is probably a little more like loves on me. Do y'all hear Atticus snoring?
Oh, he's gonna quit.
I mean, this camera be picking up everything. You might hear him, but he's straight. He's tired. Bubba.
He's been asleep for like 7 hours.
He's tired. Okay, so I'd say no. She don't really want it, but if we're on the couch, they'll love back and forth between both of us. Like, especially Atticus. He's like, oh, you're moving, so I'm gonna move. And well, you're moving, so I'm gonna move unless they're both asleep. So, no, not really. That is a funny question though, because I'm just like,
never thought about it.
People actually think about that? I think we kind of already answered this. Okay, how long have y'all been friends? I get this answer probably every time. Don't know, because I say 6, it's been 5 years, right? Has it been 5? I don't think that's right.
Okay, so
I came back home from ETSU in 2016, but we were friends before
started
that.
Walgreens in 2015.
16, 17, 18. We're already halfway through 2020.
Bruh.
It's March.
Bruh.
It's April. First of all, it's April.
Either way, June is the half mark, so it doesn't count. We're not halfway through it.
We like 28 days away.
Did you skip all of May? Oh my god! Fuck May. It's fine.
Okay, so 5.5.
Rough
Whatever.
estimate.
5.5 years. Even though I said that in the beginning, but whatever. Okay, what do you have and don't have in common?
I don't work out. I don't care what I eat. I don't care about my makeup. Other than that, I'd say it's about it that we don't have in common.
I would also say that's a lie, because when we go places, you like your makeup done. What you're trying to say is you don't care to put in the effort to truly like learn makeup skills that are out now. You don't care about all that. She's more simple. She's like, okay, eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I had her complexion, I'd probably do it too. So that's probably about it. I mean, what do we have in common? Let me start. We like to nap every day. We plan our vacations. Like, you know, people like, we have an itinerary of what we're doing, like 8 to 12, and then we're gonna have lunch. And I'm like, okay, so we're doing this for breakfast. We're gonna nap. Then we're gonna go eat lunch. may do something like we're gonna go pool at that point, and then we're probably gonna take another nap before
Yeah,
we have to
3
do it.
naps.
Yeah, if we do something big, like okay, so when our best friend Taylor had her bachelorette party, we're the only two that were like, listen, we're not gonna make it as late, because you know, bachelorette party, you know, you're supposed to like kick it till like 3. We don't kick it past like 12:30, really. I mean, one, if we're like really having a good time. So we took a nap at like 5 to 6 while everybody was getting ready, and we were like, no, we'll be late because
Catch me snoozing.
no. We both like to eat. Obviously, everyone likes to eat, but me more or less than her. I think. Like, I get excited to go eat, and she's like, I'm excited to go like have a beer and go out in public, and I'm just like, no, I'm excited to like eat food and actually get to eat.
Okay, so that's another thing we don't have in common. I like to drink and you really don't.
Yeah, that's a whole different, probably a question for somebody. To me, alcohol is like something that I do now to celebrate something or just like an occasion, but used to, I would drink a lot, and I think that's where a lot of my weight came from, and just kind of being lazy, because once I drink, like I'm hungover the next day, and I don't, literally, even though I just drank a little bit the next day, I don't even want to work out. Like, I don't want to leave the couch. Yeah. We're just not saying. What else do we have in common?
Our music taste is in common.
Well, that's the most important. Yeah, we
don't like to talk in the car.
That's a good one. We don't like to talk in the car. Like, when we get in the car and someone calls one of us, we're like, deny or hello, and this is us, we're like, Okay, well, I'm in the car.
I gotta call you back.
Call you back.
I hate it.
I
hate it.
I love to cruise and listen to music. Like, I don't want, especially when it's pretty. Like, don't be calling me when it's freaking 75 and sunny and the windows are down and the sunroof is open, and I'm like, what? What do you need?
I'm busy.
And they're like, oh, I just called to talk. I don't want to talk right now. I'll call you when I get home. So yeah,
Call me at 10 p.m. when I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
We can talk then.
yeah, obviously music. We both pretty much only like rap music. We like a little bit of country. We actually had a whole country day the other day, like the whole day. Like, we were cruising and kicking it. We don't do like jazz or
No dubstep.
dubstep, metal.
No. I mean, we pretty much get along in every aspect. So. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I would say like our color preferences, and like obviously, like, you know, I decorated pretty much, you know,
Because
the whole house, but she doesn't hate it.
I don't care.
I mean, she probably like a little more darker contrast to everything, so like, you know, white and gray and white for the most
Black.
part. Yeah.
But it's fine.
Oh, our like, I guess like our like spiritual / religion like views are pretty much the same. We don't really, like, when people want to talk about that topic, we're both like, yeah, I'm out. Like, we're like, they're like, what do you think? And we're like, well, you know, we believe in a higher power and but we don't like to engage in that stuff. We can pretty much read each other's minds. I'll give you a good one. If we go to a party,
Oh,
back in the day when we would go to parties, you know, because like I said, we don't do anything before we
I'm
go.
old. I don't.
If we both like weren't feeling the vibe, you could just tell. Like, look at each other, we'd be like, are you ready to dip? Because I'm ready to dip. And literally, we will be out. Never have to question that. If I'm tired, I know she's tired. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
We didn't go in Walmart today. You know, I know quarantine, stay home, stay safe, but we really want to go to Walmart for a completely non-essential product, to be honest. We're right down the road from Walmart. We're just bored. I know. You guys are gonna stay home. Yeah. But she's still working. I'm not. But there was a line because they're only allowed to have 50 people in there at a time, and we both were like, we don't need it that bad.
I didn't care enough.
We weren't gonna stand in line.
No. Absolutely not.
I know.
First of all, it was hot outside, and I don't do hot anyway.
Now, again, y'all know I don't. There you go. We don't have that in common. I like to live in the sunshine in a bikini, and she's like, I got about a 30-minute break before I'm like,
No, it's more like an hour and a half. Give me a little credit.
depends on how hot it is.
That's true. It depends.
If it's
That's
too
true.
hot.
If it's 8 a.m., okay. If it's noon, cut it off. No.
This is our last question, and this is from our friend / old boss. When will one of you propose? Okay, so I say this all the time. We're pretty much common law married. Common law is 7 years. We're only like a year and a half off. So, but everyone thinks because we're so close with our friendship that we're like together secretly. Like they think we're hiding it from them. They're dating. They're secretly
Straight up.
My mom actually asked me twice, and the second time said, if you like girls, that's okay. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like Alicia. I was like, Mom, why would I hide that from you if it was true? I wasn't even appalled that she asked if I was gay or if I was dating her. I was appalled that she thought that I was just gonna keep it on the DL for 4 years and was like, no, like, I'm not gonna tell nobody. We're just gonna hide under being best friends forever.
I don't really like that anyway.
Like, but you know, if all else fails and we're both single by 30, we might as well just get married for multiple reasons. Insurance benefits.
For that question, I'll be the one to propose.
No, she won't, because she thinks I'm expensive. Thanks? What is your biggest pet peeve about one another?
Johanna, on multiple occasions, likes to ask me a question that I definitely know the answer to. And her response is always, are you sure? Every time. I could literally tell her the sky is blue and she'd be like, are you sure?
Okay, I just want you guys to know that before that like was brought to my attention that I did it all the time, I never understood where it came from, and I thought that it was just me. And not even like, I think it was like 6 or 7 months ago, my mom was talking to my dad and he really knew what he was talking about and said something to her, and she dead ass turns around and goes, are you sure? I was like,
So it's not Johanna, and I'm like, wow.
It never clicked to me. Alicia's laying on the couch when she said it, and she goes, that's where you get it from. Like, it was like, instantly. She was like, she does it to me all the time. My mom was like, I don't do it all the time. And Alicia was like, she does. My biggest pet peeve is that I have no patience. I'm a very impatient person. Okay, like if I'm waiting on something, like when I order a package, like I'm that person that's like, I'm refreshing every single day, being like, where's that? I need my update. When I get frustrated really quick, like it's 0 to 100. Well, she's like 0 to 1,000. So if we're like doing something, let's say we were on vacation and she got annoyed for whatever reason, she's like, all right, I'm ready for bed. Like there's no coming back from it. There's no like, she don't even have like a 15-minute rebound rate. She's just done. And I'm like, calm down. And she's like, I'm over it. I'm like,
I've had it.
I'm like,
I don't care.
why
After that, I don't care.
that?
Okay. I mean, I guess this is kind of the same way you got mad at your eyelashes earlier because they wouldn't go on and you wanted to punch a hole in something.
Yes, I was putting this eyelash on and
I mean, it's no different.
I let the glue dry.
Talk about patience.
Her irritated meter is much faster than mine. Like, yeah, that's probably the only pet peeve I can think of. I got y'all a good one. Do y'all have friends or people in your family who buy a Dr. Pepper or a drink and drink 3 sips out of it and leave it around the house with the lid on? She never finishes a soda beverage, ever. And I don't even care that they're around the house. What pet peeves me is that she don't drink it. I'm like, why did you pay $2.19 for this? The only thing she ever finishes, which is rare, and that's coffee. And even then, she's gonna leave about this much in it if she don't drink it. And I don't understand. I don't know why I buy it. That's it. That's all I got. You got another one? Because that's just that was my.
The fact that you think I'm a doctor.
Yes. Every time something happens to me, I call Alicia.
I work in a pharmacy. So she automatically thinks I have like a doctorate degree and I know everything. So when she calls me for things, like she called me about an amoxicillin once, and I'm like, Johanna, just Google it because that's what I'm gonna do. She's like, no, it's gonna sound better coming out of your mouth than it is mine. So just tell me what it's for.
I feel like they work in a pharmacy. They're like, you know, knowledgeable. I shouldn't have to Google it myself.
I mean, we're knowledgeable, but I'm not that knowledgeable.
I'm a hypochondriac, is that the word? I freak out over everything.
God, I have that.
I freak out over everything, so when something happens to me, I'm like calling her. I'm like, hey, listen, I think that I'm dying. And she's like, you probably just have a cold. And I'm like, well, I've been sneezing straight for 4 days. And she's like, well,
It's springtime, so calm down.
But it soothes my soul and calms me down to hear you tell me that it's just a cold, even though I probably already could have decided that for myself.
Don't ask Google because Google's gonna tell you have cancer, and then you're gonna really freak out.
Yeah, that's why I call you. Because you're not gonna tell me I've got cancer.
Absolutely not. Even if you had cancer, I wouldn't tell you had cancer.
We got to freak out over everything.
It's just a common cold that's gonna
She's like,
last the rest of your
She's
life.
like, no.
No.
Results in her hand. She's like, no, this looks like the common flu type B to me.
Yeah.
Stage 1 leukemia. Flu B. That's what I read. Flu B. Well, that was all of our questions. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please, please, please click the like button and comment if you want to see us do another video. If you did enjoy it, if you want us to, I don't know, talk about something, whatever, I don't know, whatever ideas you have. I can't give you guys what you want to see if you don't tell me. So please comment below. Subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one.